This is Democracy in Dialogue, where we have researched how the Virginia Discovery Museum fosters community in our area. Democracy in Dialogue is a Smithsonian grant-funded program that focuses on the values of community and education. In this documentary, we will share interviews, pictures, and the history of this museum. Over the course of the museum's life, it has proven to be an integral part of the Charlottesville community. We have heard from various voices in our community, including people like Mayor Wade and Peppy Linden, the first executive director of the museum, who have not only played an invaluable role in the museum's outreach, but also can testify to the museum's impact through first-hand experiences. As we have listened to their wisdom throughout our time here, it seems everyone can learn something from their diligent service. We hope their words inspire you as well. Enjoy.
The people who started the museum got tired of going to Washington, D.C. They had young children, and the closest children's museum was in Washington. And they said, let's start our own children's museum. And they initially did programs, and then they found a 4-room house, so they had a setting. And then eventually we moved to this location on the downtown mall. And I went to every business on the mall, and I hosted them at the museum, and I gave them passes so that if somebody was in their business that had young children, they could say, do you know there's a children's museum on the, and then of course that benefits the whole downtown because they're going past all the restaurants and all the stores.
We had an exhibit coordinator, her name was Fenella Bell, one of the most dedicated, talented, creative people I've ever met. Are you familiar with that stained glass window that's in the back gallery? Those all represent exhibits that she created. 99% of all the work, other than the initial planning, was done by volunteers. And she had a tremendous ability to take volunteers and use their talents.
So I was new to this community, and someone was on this board, and they said, maybe this is something that you would like to do. And I initially started by downstairs in the basement getting props and things ready for the new displays.
I have always said that the best museums are the ones that reflect their community. So what do we have here in this area? And we have a lot of immigrant population. One of the beauties of children's museums is you don't need to know the language. And so I felt strongly about giving free memberships to people who wouldn't ordinarily come to a children's museum. When I looked around the museum and saw a diverse population playing, and then when kids are here, then sometimes grown-ups associated with their kids start to talk to one another. They may not know one another. It was just a very proud moment for me when I could look around the museum and see a larger part of the community represented.
As mayor, one of the things that I want to do is bring as many people to this city as I can. And the Discovery Museum is one of the assets that we have to the city that I can sell to a family. And this is a place where they can come and just kind of be themselves. They can make noise, they can do things, they can explore, they can tinker.
Fenella Bell, she would gather her community of friends, and they would all come in and help build exhibits. My hat's off to every volunteer that I've ever worked with. It's not just what the volunteer can do for the museum, but it's also the other way around. It just expands my life tremendously and gives me a tremendous reverence for life, human life, but all life as well.
The earliest record I found of our museum pass program that we do with the museum was 2014. So quite a while now we've been offering museum passes for checkout. So people can use their library card to check out a museum pass for free, which lets 4 members of a family come and visit the museum for free. I really see it as a place where kids can gain confidence and explore who they are and what they like, and see people that maybe they wouldn't in another setting. It gives them perspectives that in the future will maybe shape how they could give back to their own community.
You can do and be who you want to in this place, and I think that that's one of the things that make Charlottesville a special place to live. That we try to be a place for everyone to thrive. That's one of our strategic plans, and this facility helps to live that out. It is like we can point to it and say that is a place that every kid can thrive. They can go in there and be what they want to be with the different activities that they have.
So I think the museum has really taught me that like I'm a very hands-on and a very visual learner, and that it's like it's really helped me kind of explore my own learning style from when I was a little kid. And from when I've been working here, it's just helped me really like engage with the community a bit more. The museum kind of inspired me to be really like creative, and I definitely utilized that in school. And it also taught like kind of collaboration skills and social skills, which translate into school. Anything you learn here at the museum will translate to the rest of your life and will help you in like school and work and any aspects of life.
Because children's museums are only effective if the adults come away feeling they've learned something personally as well as something about their child or their grandchild or their, whomever.
As an educator, my philosophy is based on a book that was written by Rachel Carson. And it talked about the sense of wonder that a child has. And the first line is, the child is born with a sense of wonder. And it is our job, I paraphrase, our job as adults to see that that sense of wonder never dies.
It was an honor to be involved in this important project and learn more about the Charlottesville community. This wouldn't be possible without the Smithsonian, the museum staff, the interviewees, and everyone else who contributed. Thanks again for watching.